Good morning, folks. So a couple of weeks ago, somebody messaged me on Instagram and told me about a Volkswagen bay window camper van that's been parked in somebody's garden for a very long time. Now, after a little bit of negotiating and after only seeing these photos, we kind of struck a deal. So I'm now on my way to somewhere near Watford, I think, from Leicestershire. It's about a 2-hour drive. I've got my overpriced cup of coffee and I'm going to attempt to dig out this van, recover this van and hopefully bring it home. So yeah, let's go. And so the journey down wasn't actually too bad. There was a little bit of traffic, as you'd expect, going down towards London, but I was so excited to see what state this van was in, I really didn't mind. I honestly had no idea whether this was going to be an absolute basket case or surprisingly solid. So this is the recovery vehicle of choice, and let's take a little look at some of the items that are hopefully going to make this mission a little bit easier. 4 wheels with inflated tyres, Wellington boots, a little mat to kneel on, a jack in a box, but not that kind of jack in a box, my trusty Ugga Dugga, a couple of bits of wood, and a little box of tools including straps, tape, bits and bobs, and of course WD-40. And a couple of hours later, I arrived at the garden find Volkswagen Campervan. So here it is. It looks pretty buried. Looks like someone's tried to dig it out a bit, which has given me a bit of a head start. Now we've even got a shovel. Oh my word. Nice. All right, let's get to work. At this point, the old boy that owns the van came over to try and help, bless him. So I thought I'd try and get a bit of information out of him. So how long have you had it then?
Well, it's been in the family since I was a toddler.
Oh, really?
It was with my parents, who bought it from directly from some Australians or New Zealanders who came over.
Oh, brilliant.
And it went to my brother. Then it came to me and I had to leave it out here because I can't get it, it's too high to get into the carport.
Oh wow, so it's been here for about 30 years, you think?
It's been out here about 30 years.
Wow, that's amazing. So we have put some air in the tyres, they kind of hold air, and we're now going to attempt to tow it out of its 30-year resting place. I mean, it's definitely going to need a bit of TLC. I decided it was best to let the old boy know that he was being filmed, as he was doing such a great job of trimming all the hedges for me. Him and James were really helping with the recovery of the vehicle. Looking at it now, I can kind of see it was definitely not going to come out at this angle, but I thought I'd give it a few tugs to see if we had any movement. I mean, the truck was certainly moving, but the camper van, not so much. So we re-evaluated and we thought we'd try a different technique. So this was the different technique, which is actually the same technique, just at a different angle. And surprise, surprise, it did not work. The van was pretty solid. The truck kept wheel spinning. So I thought, well, let's try an actual different technique. Now, the different technique was to use the truck's winch, which I didn't want to use originally because it's not very strong and the van was pretty stuck. But surprise, surprise, the winch did the trick. Its first journey in 30 years. And as the van was now rolling, we thought we would simply just tow it around the tree onto the drive and ready to load it up. And it was at this point that the old boy thought, I'm going to steal his phone. Not really. He was only helping, bless him. So we're here with David, who has owned this van for a very long time. So what can you tell us?
Well, the family's owned it for a long time.
The family, yeah.
My parents bought it from Australians or New Zealanders or something who'd driven across Europe and Asia in the van and brought it to this country and then sold it. And they had it for, it was green, that colour.
Oh yeah.
They resprayed it, and I think they did 2 resprays on it.
Yeah, yeah. What year do you think it was when they bought it then? I think the 80s maybe?
Even
maybe the 70s?
Maybe 70s.
Yeah, wow.
Then they had no use for it. Then my brother took it on when he had a family.
Yeah.
He took them on holidays with it. Then he passed it on to me.
Wow. And it's sat there for 30 years, we think.
It's sat there for probably ever since we came here, which was 30 years ago.
Crazy, crazy. Well, thank you very much. Let's get it loaded on the truck, shall we?
We took it to an event in Suffolk at one time.
Yeah.
Which was the last time it was really used. And she went like a dream then.
Did she? Yeah. See if we can get it going like a dream again.
We couldn't get it underneath the car park.
Yeah. Brilliant. Thank you. All right. And so, I was on the way home, and it was not long until the first incident occurred. So there was people waving at me on the motorway. I thought they were just saying, I like the van, but it turns out they weren't. Yeah, I seem to have lost my roof. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Well, that was one of the most stressful experiences I have had in a long time. It turns out my roof had indeed blown off on the M25, and the people were not waving at me, they were saying, "You've lost your bloody roof!" However, I managed to turn around, retrace my steps, and thank God the roof was on the hard shoulder, intact. It was a little bit stressful trying to reattach it with the lorries whizzing past at 60 miles an hour, but I managed it, and I'm now on the home stretch. I think I was very, very lucky. So I've got to the motorway services. Safe and sound, the roof is on. Thank God for that. That was a very scary experience. But the van isn't actually quite as bad as I thought it'd be. I mean, it is bad. It needs a lot of welding. It needs steps, probably seals, you know, maybe rear corners. There's a few horrible rusty bits around the windows, which are never easy to repair. But considering it's been in a hedge for 35 years, it really isn't as bad as it could be. So I'm going to get it back now, give it a jet wash, clear it out, hopefully not die by vicious spiders, and then we'll do another little video to see what it looks like when it's clean. But yeah, that's it. So I'm nearly home, but I'm just about to go past one of those car wash things where you give them a tenner or whatever and they jet wash your car for you, and I'm really tempted to pull in and say, I'll give you 20 quid if you give this its first wash in 30 years. So let's see. Hi mate. Yeah, how much to jet wash this thing? I'll leave it on the truck. I just want to get all the dirt off it. £20? Maybe just pull in a little bit, mate, on the road. What, £20 and you get all that dirt off, yeah?
I hope I can get it.
Yeah?
I hope I'm not getting the paint though.
Yeah, wow, you give it a good blast, mate. Yeah. It's a bit rusty, but yeah, when can you do it?
Yeah.
In a minute?
Do now.
Yeah?
But you need to go another side for entry.
Right, so reverse out.
Reverse out.
That definitely says entry there.
It says
Ah, okay, mate.
That's alright.
Yeah, alright.
Entry is there. It's behind the Range Rover.
Yeah, alright mate, nice one. Just before it has its first wash, let's just have a moment for these snails that have lived on this van for a long time now. Sorry boys, it's your time to go. Well, that was absolutely hilarious. I think they probably thought I was taking the piss when I pulled up, but I gave them 20 quid and they've given it a damn good scrub. So I got the truck back last night after a very, very, very eventful day. And today, after a good night's sleep, I have to say it doesn't look quite as bad as I thought it did. They did a good job of giving it a good jet wash. So let's have a quick look around it, shall we? So this is the van after the old jet wash people gave it a good blast. I mean, it's certainly still in need of quite a lot of work, but it's a tad cleaner than it was after its first wash in over 30 years. I don't think it's actually too bad. The chassis seems quite good on it. Obviously every panel has rust and there is quite a lot of welding needed, but I have seen worse. I've definitely seen worse. But yeah, that is it. TLC is indeed needed. I hope you've enjoyed the video, guys. Thanks very much for watching. Like, subscribe, do what you need to do. And I will be doing another video soon of the interior, which has been untouched for over 30 years. So stay tuned for that one. Thanks very much.